Where is this all going to lead to? And how bad is it going to get? All right, guys. So now there are multiple studies coming out talking about the arm ticket, the Mr. 19 arm ticket. This, guys, is getting really, it's heating up. It's heating up. All of the things, guys, that we've spoken about, everything that we talked about, and the reasons why we didn't want to take the arm ticket is insane because it's happening. It's coming to fruition, if you will. There are hearings throughout the country looking at the outcome of the Mr. 19 arm ticket. They are talking about miscarriages. They are talking about birth defects. They are talking about many medical situations happening to people with heart issues, brain issues, the nervous system issues. Everything you could possibly, I'm pretty sure there's a dude out there with an itchy dick because of the fucking Mr. 19 arm ticket. I mean, they even have skin issues out there, which I'm like, holy shit. Like, everything. The human body, guys, and a lot of people are reacting in 1,000 different ways. Now, ultimately, I thought people were just going to get sick and have a set matching issue. So everybody was going to come down with the same either heart issue or brain, but it's a variety of issues that are popping up. There are, and guys, this is 3 years out from when it was released. We're not even in the 5-year range or the 10-year range. Like, for those people who are not reacting to it now, they're like, well, I took it and I'm perfectly fine. So be it. In 5 to 10 years, you might not be. In 20 years, you might not be. And the crazy thing, guys, is that a lot of doctors now are turning around and saying they messed up. And a lot of doctors are even admitting to the fact that this arm ticket should not have been on the shelves as fast as it was, because on average, even in an emergency situation, it takes about 3 to 5 years to actually study something to see its effects. Never mind lying to everybody like they did and then stating, oh, well, the mRNA's been around forever, and that, we've been testing and I'm like, yeah, you've been testing how it works, not how it's going to work with every different disease out there or virus. And so now they're seeing the problems. They're like, well, we've been studying it for years. Yeah, but you haven't put it in humans for that long. 1, 2, they've been working on it. And they kept saying that, and I caught on to those key words. We've been working on it for over 30 years or 20 years. Yeah, working on it and putting it in people, 2 different things. 2 very different things. And now they're looking back on it, and all of these studies are coming up stating psychological issues, stating brain disorders, birth defects. Like, all of these things are coming out now, and even Pfizer and Moderna are now like, shit, what are we going to do? What do you think it was going to happen? You think people were not going to react poorly to this? And that shows you guys that there was an ulterior motive to pushing this as early as they did. Because you can't tell me that you wholeheartedly, even as a CEO, whatever these companies, sat there and go, this should be okay. This should be fine. And then believe it. Now they're turning around, and their probably reaction to it is, we're covered. Now, there are loopholes to suing these people, and you have to talk to lawyers, because there are lawyers out there that will tell you the loopholes and how you can get a class action suit against these companies. They're not 100% protected, but they're protected a lot of the way, something like 90% and 95%. And there's a loophole to grab a hold of their balls and break them for everything they're worth. Pfizer, guys, had a research come out stating that the increase in abortions in women who took it within a week of the injection, a week, and the fetus was aborted. Now, a lot of women are sitting, and it makes sense, guys, that if you are taking something that is unnatural to the human body, that it's going to attack the fetus. And every woman who was pregnant, who had their fetus discharged because of the arm ticket, should have thought about it. Now, did it happen to every woman? No. there was a 10% increase after the arm ticket was introduced and women wind up aborting the child. And not that women did, but the arm ticket aborted the kid. All of these issues, guys, are coming together. It's coming together, and we won. Now, I know some of you are thinking, how many times are you going to talk about this? I'm going to talk about this shit till I'm blue in the face. So this black eye turns blue in the face. That's how many times I'm going to talk about it. Because it's gearing up, guys. I think by the end of the year, there's going to be a substantial finding, and it's going to rattle a lot of people. And in 5 years, when the dust settles and Pfizer CEOs seem to have retired or took in their cash and ran, and there's a new regime in there, they're going to come out with studies that are going to horrify people. It's going to make people mad. It's going to get people scared. You got people right now that I know personally that are like, shit, man, what am I going to come down with? What's going to happen to me? I'm like, man, your balls are going to drop off. I don't know. Your nipples are going to fucking fall off. You're going to lose an eye. I don't fucking know. But I remember I said, I know one thing. Told you not to take this. And the look on their faces are like, I'm like, yo, listen, we tried. We all tried. Those of us who listen to other doctors, we tried. And now all we can do is sit back and make these people comfortable for whatever happens next. That's all we can do. But there are going to be more studies that I'm definitely going to talk about. And any study that's going to be like a hard find and really bad, I'm going to try to do it on here. But I'm going to definitely let loose on Rumble. Rumble.com, that is. I have a channel on there as well. I think I have an Angry Truth channel on there. I'm going to start loading videos up there as well. Those guys are going to get, how you say, unedited, right? Or uncut version. It's going to be on there because people need to know about this. And this needs to get out there. And people need to do their own research because, guys, they are bearing this stuff on the internet. You can find it, but you got to look. You got to hear some of these hearings where politicians are reading this off and you could see that they're pissed. A lot of these politicians weren't in on it because they bought into it. But now they're mad. They're like, as they're reading the findings or the studies, they're like, you believe that this is, that Pfizer and Moderna knew about this. They knew. And they still released it anyway. Like, these people are mad. And rightfully so. But you shouldn't have also been a drone or a lemming, however you want to look at it. You shouldn't haphazardly follow people into the dark. Sometimes, guys, you got to step out and look and go, this ain't right. This doesn't feel right. And there's going to be a lot of those moments coming up because they have arm tickets coming out for everything now. Everything. They got one for RSV that they just released about a month ago. You have a new one working for the bird flu. And they got more coming out for various diseases. There's something wrong with the mRNA, and it shouldn't be trusted under any circumstances. Anyway, guys, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching the Angry Truth channel.